Hey friends, May 18th here. I just wanted to give a quick update on the hives, and we're going to feed them a little bit of sugar today, simulating nectar. But what I think happened was when we swarmed a couple of weeks ago, I think the strong hive, the queen left and swarmed, took half the hive with her, which my mentor was luckily able to catch and put in this hive. We inspected last week. I saw strong brood patterns in here. And I visualized the queen too, so I know she's in there. And the hive on the right, all I saw was queen cells and no actively laying brood pattern. So that I suspected that she laid eggs here, swarmed, and then we were able to capture her, put her on the left. So I didn't want to inspect this week because I don't want to put too much pressure. But that's what I suspect's happening. Last week when we inspected, I saw 3 or 4 queen cells. No, I'm sorry. I saw about 6. I knocked them down to about 3 or 4. 3 of them were capped. So I'm hoping there's a queen now hatched on the right, but she's unmated. Sometime during this week, she's going to go on a mating flight, and she's going to mate with 10 to 15 drones. And she's going to come back, and she's going to be able to lay both male and female workers because she's going to be fertilized at that point. And she can selectively choose that when she passes an egg through her oviduct. So next week when I open that hive again and inspect, I'm hoping I see some active brood patterns. But again, I didn't want to do that today because I didn't want to inspect them too close together. But I'm going to feed them some sugar today. And I wanted to make the video today just to talk about sugar. Weak hives are hives that I'm building up. I do feed with sugar. Sugar, is it good for you? Good for the bees? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's good for humans. Processed sugar, but what I'm using it for is to build up the hive, and I can rest assured the queen's not eating it. So I think it's okay to feed the bees sugar. I don't think it's going to be very detrimental, but it's going to boost their numbers up, and that's all I intend to use it for. A lot of people will say it's no good, and you know, there's arguments for both sides. The spring and early summer, 1 part sugar, 1 part water. Oh, that guy was carrying some pollen in. Wow. 1 part sugar, 1 part water. You don't want to boil the water, you just want to dissolve the sugar in it. Boiling it is bad for the bee's gut health. And in the fall, we're going to mix 2 parts sugar, 1 part water. And then in the winter, we make cakes, which is a little bit of water, and then we bake the sugar into patties, and then we put it in on top of the hive. I saw a couple guys bringing pollen in, which I was pretty happy with. But that's what we're doing today. We're going to feed. Look at these guys. A couple of these guys had pollen coming in. But right now, this hive, let me crack the lid. And I've been filling this up just about every other day, which is kind of crazy. They're really sucking this thing dry. And it's dry once again. So, oop, you almost got me. I'm going to take this out of the hive. Yep, and then I'll fill it up here. And these guys are not happy without their sugar, but they look good in there. I want to inspect this hive too and see if they filled this this bottom brood box up with 80%. If they did, I'm going to add another one. And I'm also curious to see if they filled this second super up with honey, because this one's full and capped, the one on the top. This one was just getting drawn out, so I'd like to see the progress on that too. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'll inspect next week. We'll see what's going on. I'd like to get in there today, but I'm going to be patient. I don't want to disturb the bees too much. But hope everyone has a good weekend, and we'll talk again soon.